All right. From a racer. Okay. Um, people know my opinion on Jorge Prado.
Yeah.
Okay. And world champ, had the Cowie ride. Sexton is now going to Kawasaki. He basically, at the end of all this, finally says that, it was heartbreaking for me. Never felt comfortable on the bike, not even a bit! Exclamation point. It made it unsafe feeling to it. I didn't expect this year to go this way. I was happy to be fit and in one piece. Looking forward to hopefully getting back to where I was. And he said that he was cruising around. And when he gives a definition of cruising, that I
Yeah.
couldn't ride to my full potential, even though I gave 100% to set myself up to ride on safe speed. What do you think about his performance this year? And what is your reaction to a statement like this?
Yeah, it's strange to me, but he's world champion. He's accomplished more than I have in that aspect, and I think it's foolish for me to criticize him. It's hard for me to understand if you start something, you have to finish it. As a father, as a coach, as somebody like that, this is where it's confusing to me. I have no idea what's going on. So this is why I don't want to comment like on that aspect, because I have no idea what he's going through. But it's just crazy to me. Like as a fan, you watch it and you know how good he is, and you know how good the people are there, and it's a factory Cowie. Like you have a lot of resources, getting paid a lot of money. And if somebody's paying you like that amount of money, you're going to ride through a brick wall for them, right? Like that's my mentality, like when I was at Honda, like I love those people. And sometimes we didn't have the best bike, but we'd work till we had the best bike. It's like, you don't give up. So that's my mentality. I don't know what it's like over there. I don't know if those people weren't willing to go through a brick wall for them, or I don't know. Like you have to invest in the people that you're around also. So the whole thing is confusing. I understand what you're saying. It's hard for me to comment because I feel like that's really foolish and immature and silly on my end because I don't know. But
Yeah.
watching from the outside, it's wild. Like this is what's so fun to talk about. Like me and my buddies were like, "What?" Yesterday, during this weekend when he didn't qualify or whatever, and he's just cruising. I don't know. It's like
Yeah. A 43rd is like
about.
the Prado should be able to do the fast 40 with his eyes closed,
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's
I'm
crazy. I don't know exactly what you said. Sorry, that's my bad on that end, but it's fun. Like me and my buddies, we talk about it, especially the ones that are in Europe, or like my buddy Brad from South Africa. Like he's just blowing me up, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man.
yeah. Again, it's speculation, and I can speculate. You
Yeah,
can you don't have to speculate. It's a finger to Cowie is what that is,
yeah.
in my opinion. Is
You think
it's
so?
how else could it
Yeah, I
have gone
guess
any different?
that takes a lot of.
Andrew, when was the last time you went to a national and you weren't inside the top 20 qualifying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you almost have
I
to
didn't
try not
qualify.
to.
Yeah, I only didn't qualify when I had a mechanical. For both practices at
Yeah,
South.
well, fuck you,
Yeah.
dude, because I tried it all the time and I couldn't qualify a lot of the time.
Okay. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. It's
but
like
I'm just giving you a hard time. But yeah, I'm just saying somebody your level of talent, it kind of goes without saying. Like you could have the flu, you could be having a broken hand, and you're still gonna be fast 40.
Yeah, but how?
And
Okay, so how is like Reed or Prado's dad? Prado's dad's there with him quite often, right? From my understanding, or I don't know who's in his like bubble.
I don't know, but
But
there
how are
is.
these people not like, bro? Like you gotta let's go. I mean, as a dad with my son, if he wasn't on the best bike, that's what I'd be saying. I'm like, I know it's not the best bike, but today you got to put all these problems in a little box. And we're just going to let those go. You're going to focus on the track. And when that gate drops, you just race to the checkered flag. And then we'll deal with whatever is happening after, right? That's what you got to do as a
Well,
racer.
I look at it as like the Triumph guys. When I've
Yeah.
talked to the Triumph guys, they're like, dude, we're struggling with setup. The
Yeah.
bike's not that good. But
Huh.
you see all those guys fucking just putting the elbow down
Yeah.
and going out there. And some guys like Swollen them are making the bike look good, And then you've got Prado that everybody knows that Kawasaki is fast because he can rip hole shots like no other.
And
But
he's
then
fast, right? We've seen him go fast.
it's almost like he gives up halfway
Yeah.
through the race, and you're like, it's not that he's not in shape.
Yeah.
This is a world champion we're talking about. And so from my understanding, right, because I can speculate, I think he's homesick. I think he wants to go back to Europe.
Yeah, maybe.
And he's not riding to his potential. And he's
I
just
don't know,
he's
man.
out there going through the motions. And this last weekend with a 43rd right there, I think he was phoning it in and then didn't realize that there was a provisional rule that said, oh shit, even if you don't qualify and you don't have to go to the last chance qualifier because you're top 10 in points. So
It's crazy. Crazy.
But
How
on
do you
that
put
note,
this fish
dude,
back on?
I'd like to have you back on the podcast, but I told you I'd get you out of here
Yeah,
on time.
Okay.
You know,
Thank you.
so because there's a lot more I want to talk to you about. Like I remember seeing you riding around with Sean Morgan back in the day. I was on a little 50, you know, and
That's
just
funny.
all sorts of stuff. But